So the first thing that actually the first impression people get of corporate law is that it is made up of these artificial concepts of companies and how companies do things. And when you go to law school, you have much more idealistic notions of law, or you think you can actually, your expectation is that you learn things which will enable you to influence how the world goes, how the world works, how things move around in the country, right? And somehow, so constitutional law is really appealing. I've seen this with a lot of people. uh Constitutional law is appealing, family law is appealing. You understand it, it makes sense, and you understand why somebody wants to do something. Like, you can understand why someone wants to get a divorce, adopt, get maintenance, adopt somebody. All that makes sense. But company law is just so alien and artificial. It's like, what the hell can I achieve after knowing all of this? That's the thought that comes. Okay. And when you also study it in law school, sometimes it tends to be like that. Like, it gets conceptual only, and you don't understand what is really happening behind the scenes. But company law can be really exciting, and it's actually much more like a game where there are different sets of players, and it's not just like a two-player game. It's a game where there are multiple sets of people involved, and they all want to act in their self-interest. Of course, there is a larger duty they have to act sometimes in the interest of others, but their main goal is, like, if I am a shareholder, I need to maximize the value of my company. If I am a business, if I'm a promoter, like, I floated the company, my goal is that the company should earn more money, more revenue, more profit. I should take out more money from it. I should earn money from the company making money. uh, so if I'm the government, I want to ensure that the company doesn't abuse certain principles. The company pays the tax that is due to it. I need to frame regulations so that any area of national interest, such as foreign exchange coming in or going out, I am able to have a watch on that. I am able to watch it and notice this. So these are like competing interests that always exist. Now, sometimes the interest of a director who's just managing the company can conflict with somebody else's interest. Okay, now the game part is where everyone is looking at, how can I make more? How can I expand? How can I benefit? And corporate law, a lot of times as law students, we fail to see what is this game like dynamic playing around. Okay, like when companies, one, like, let's take an example of an M&A transaction. When one company acquires another company, the other company can get a lot of money to play around and expand its operations. The promoters can be rewarded, like they can make crores of rupees through and have an exit, and the dream of their lives could be fulfilled through it. Now, we as lawyers don't look at transactions this way. We don't look at corporate law this way. When you start looking at it like that, you are actually able to see events flow like a movie. Okay, and you are able to think strategically that if I do this, then this can happen here. If I do this can happen here. And lawyers are actually appreciated for that value. Our programming, our experience, our conditioning in law school is not to think like that. We usually tend to think about what is legal in law and what is not permissible in law, and what is the consequence of it, of violating the law, and what is the correct interpretation of law. But this doesn't allow us, this notion does not enable us to look at how do private parties maximize their interest. Okay, so that's the angle that needs to be brought in to be able to get excited about corporate law. And once you do that, you will automatically notice how much exciting it can be.